with what drew you to want to focus on this conversation?
Thank you. So I'm a psychotherapist by training. I'm a social worker. And so this is an area, mindfulness is an area that's really, really special to me. And it's become much more so in the last decade or so that my work has kind of curved into that direction, along with my personal life curving into this direction, specifically the experience of becoming a mother that rocked my world, rocked it. Yes, in the most loving, incredible way. I was so unprepared for the amount of love and so unprepared for the loss of identity and the shift of who I was and the lack of support and. That was a huge chapter of life. And then when my children were 4 and 6, so a little bit climbing along, a little bit out of the weeds. We'd settled into the suburbs. My father was diagnosed June 3rd, 2019 with pancreatic cancer. And that phone call is a real before and after of my life. And that time period of knowing with that type of a diagnosis, what that means, and then going through the journey of it, of truly having to look at myself in the mirror and say, this is happening. This man, whom in my life was a best friend, a hero, a mentor, and he's dying. How do you want to show up? Because forevermore, this will have been the time period that he's dying. Short, long, this is it. And that mindset, that experience, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Many of us have experienced here. I want to hold the woman I was the morning of June 3rd, gracefully, because she's about to get a train hit, right? And I'm so grateful for the work I do, for the colleagues I have, for the friendships I have, because I was able to stay relatively grounded and know what the heck was going on and how to look it in the face and be able to feel very proud as the daughter and the sister I was during that time period. And we're still in it. You know, my kids are now 10 and 12. My father-in-law died a month ago today. You know, we're in that. He had a long and healthy life for the most part, but the last few years, dementia. What an ugly, nasty, monstrous beast that I know so many of you are unfortunately so familiar with. It is so isolating. There's so much shame that sometimes comes with it. And unfortunately, what I'm not going to be able to give you is the tools to make any of that go away or even necessarily make it easier. But hopefully, the opened up conversation and community to feel less isolated in it, to feel okay to enter into these conversations and to know what you're bringing to your own unique experience and how to really be in it in the moment. It's going to be deeply uncomfortable. It is going to be really hectic, painful, feeling pulled in 20 different directions, also caring for kids, obviously, right? I hear clients tell me this all the time about this phase. I'm pulled in 1,000 directions. I'm not really showing up anywhere, right? I don't have the trick to clone us so that we can be in 2 or 20 places at once. But if we can try to become aware of what we're bringing to the experience and really consciously and intentionally show up to the experience according to our value system, we can be in it, be in the discomfort, get through and out the other side. But as you and I have joked about so many times in the last few weeks, it's not slowing down, okay? So that expectation that it's going to end or all the trauma is going to slow when I have time, when I'm less busy, when they don't need me as much. There's different phases and we're going to be pulled. So how do we have the skills to regulate our nervous systems, to know what's going on for us so that we can withstand the moments of super intense trauma and so that we can build those systems, right? It's just like running a marathon. You don't get out there and run it. You practice, you run, some people do, you run all your bits as you go, right? This is skill building, and we can actually build these skills. We can build our nervous systems to withstand some of this really deep discomfort, some of this extraordinary stress, so that when we're feeling it. And we can come back down in the, unfortunately, sometimes few moments where that's not the thing that's present, and that's not the thing that we want to say, you get to lead the narrative of my life. Lots of talking, but that's the why. So that's my personal experience and why I really have felt this, continue to feel it, and in it, continue to be in it. And I know that every single client that comes through my office is also struggling. Almost every friend I have a FaceTime with, or a dog walk with, or a late night with is in it. So I'm so grateful to you all for coordinating this so that we can decrease some of that isolation and just talk about it, and hopefully walk away with a few tools.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing so vulnerably.